Good morning, AYearAthon fam. So it is currently Monday at about 8:30, which means it is the first day of our March AYearAthon theme. And like I said, I would be vlogging it. So I work tonight. I work the 2 to 10 evening shift. So I'm going to go to the gym and then shower and get ready and then do some reading. So I'm hoping to finish Shatter Me today because it is a quick read and I'll get some reading done after the gym. So that is where I'm going to head now. I still can't do any heavy lifting because of my back, so cardio it is for me. Okay, so I'm just about ready to head out for work, so I thought I would give you a little update before I did. I read a couple more chapters of Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, so I am 103 pages in, going to finish this today, taking it to work with me. And then I did also start All Out by Sandra Mitchell. So I read the first 2 books in this story. The first one I gave 2 stars, second one I gave 3 stars. It's all right. I think some of them are going to get better. I'm not much for like historical Victorian things, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It's just something to kind of break up my week. So yeah, I'm going to go head to work. Okay, hey guys, so it is currently about 20 to 11 on Monday night. I am just getting home from work. I had quite a long day, but I did manage to get some reading done. I am now about 190 pages through Shatter Me, which is really exciting. So I'm not optimistic that I'll get it done today, but I'm not tired, so I might get some reading done. I did stop and treat myself to an ice cream, so I'm going to eat that and get some reading done. I do also want to read another story or 2 out of All Out before I go to bed. So I'd say day 1 is relatively a success. I read about 150 pages, so we'll see how much more I get done before I fall asleep. Hey guys, so it is currently about 4:15 on Tuesday, so day 2 of AYearAthon. I had the longest day. I literally just got home after working 9 hours today, starting at 7 a.m. Didn't really sleep well, so I'm exhausted. I do want to read, but Netflix is tempting. But last night before I fell asleep, I did read another short story out of All Out, so I don't know how many pages I'm through of that. But I did get to read on my lunch at work today, so I'm continuing in Shatter Me. I am on page about 240, so I have about 90 left to go. Ideally, I will sit and read this straight through before cooking dinner. I don't know. I feel like I could do it. It's starting to get adventurous and there's so much of it that I forgot. Day 2, I need to finish a book today. I need to catch up and actually start on the TBR I'd planned for AYearAthon itself. So wish me luck. Okay, so update. It is 8:30 on Tuesday night and I did finish a book. But first I read another story out of All Out by Sandra Mitchell. The first one that I ended up giving 5 out of 5 stars, and I think it was like the 4th or 5th story that I read. So I'm now about 100 pages through this. It's alright. It's nice to break it up and divide it. But the book that I finished was Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. I love this book, and it was much different than I remembered it being, which was refreshing. I did give it 4 out of 5 stars, which is what I gave it the first time. Only issue with it is the insta-love, which I just thought was kind of tacky. I understand her character and I understand her need for human contact and to be loved and all of that, but still, it was a little much. So quick read, loved it. I couldn't decide which ones off my TBR I wanted to go into next. I was bouncing between Cinder and The Land of Stories, and I think I'm going to go with The Land of Stories by Chris Colfer, just because Shatter Me is kind of darker dystopian, and I'm not sure if I'm feeling like a sci-fi right now. So I think just to keep it light, I will go with the middle grade choice and then probably pick up Cinder afterwards. Tonight, I am exhausted. I was kind of starting to fall asleep reading Shatter Me. I've had a long day and I can feel the bags forming under my eyes, and I do work tomorrow morning in like 12 hours to be exact. So I might read another story or 2 out of All Out. I don't think I'll start The Land of Stories tonight, but I may just turn on a movie or something or Netflix episodes and just fall asleep early. I have not been sleeping well. I got a solid 4 hours last night. Not sure if I'll update again tonight, so if not, I will see you in the morning. Happy Wednesday. I just got home from work. It is, I don't even know what time it is. I think it's almost 7 o'clock. So I had a longer day than I'd hoped to. My day started off bad. Apparently it snowed more than I thought, and on my way to work I ended up skating into a snowbank. Took 3 people to tow me out, like push me out. So that was fun. Solid start to the day. And then just a lot of stuff at work. So I'm home and cozy, but I might hit the gym later if the weather doesn't get too bad. So while I was at work, I did start reading The Land of Stories. I got about 80 pages in, so that's all right. And then last night before I fell asleep, I did read another story out of All Out. So I'm kind of like a third of the way through that. Goals for tonight, if I don't go to the gym. I would like to get at least halfway through The Land of Stories so that I can finish it tomorrow. I am working a short day, so I have a ton of time for reading. And then maybe another story or 2 out of All Out. They are getting better than when they first were, so I'm hoping to continue liking them. Hey guys, so it is currently about 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. I did get distracted watching some of the NBA games that were on, but c'est la vie. I also did get some reading done. So I read another 2 stories out of All Out, which puts me nearly at the halfway point, which is quite exciting. And then I did also get 200 pages into The Land of Stories. So I've had halfway into that as well. I do work tomorrow morning, but like I said earlier, I work a short day because of some doctor's appointments. But I think I'm going to get some reading done tomorrow. It's late. I have to get up for work in 8 hours, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi, hello, AYearAthon fam. I am coming to you from my car. It is almost 1:45 on Thursday, day 4 of our readathon. I just got off of work. I left early because I have a physiotherapy appointment for my back. So that is where I'm headed now, but wanted to make sure I got some vlogging in. So I've never vlogged in my car before and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's kind of nice to have company while you're driving when you really don't, because I'm just always alone. I prefer to be by myself. So what can you do? So yes, my appointment is at 2, so I'd like to be home by 3, get some reading done if my back feels decent after all of those stretches today. Maybe go to the gym, not too sure. It's been 2 days since I've been and I miss it, but c'est la vie. I don't work tomorrow, which is A1, can't wait, so gonna make the most out of tonight. And yeah, that's it for now. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Baby, give in, it will be gold. If I go, will you follow me home? Just like a pill, it's going down. Just say the word, I'll take you now. Come get me high, so I won't be low. Hey guys, so Thursday night still. I did get some reading done, but I thought I would share with you that I decided to bake. I am home alone tonight and decided what would be a good dinner idea? Peanut butter cookies. So I made some cookies. I quite love them. I'm obsessed with peanut butter, especially after living like a healthier lifestyle, making them keto and as low carb and protein filled as I can. Like I said, I did get some reading done. I am about 360 pages through The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer. I have 60 pages left, I think. I think there's about 440 pages in here. So I think I'm going to sit down and finish this off and then probably read an All Out story while having a cookie or 2. Okay, so it is almost 7 o'clock on Thursday and I just finished reading The Wishing Spell, which is the first book in the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. I loved it. It was such a quick read. It's also like my 3rd time reading it, so that probably helped that I read it in like 2 days because I started it yesterday at work. So considering how busy I've been for a 400-page book, not bad. But I think every time that I've read this book, I've given it 5 stars. So I remembered most of it, a few things that I didn't, but it's just so light and fun, and it is juvenile at times, but you have to remember they're 12-year-old kids and they're traveling to a fairy tale land. So I would if I could. So yeah, 2 books down for AYearAthon in 4 days. Was hoping to have made more progress by now, but like I said, I'm off tomorrow. So yeah, I might get All Out done today or mostly done today. Start Cinder tomorrow or tonight. But I might give it some time since I just came off of like a Cinderella type of book. So I don't know. I'm trying not to force myself to read and put too much pressure on myself, but I have a lot of things that I want to get accomplished. So I'm going to work on some blogging stuff and watch a Forensic Files and then head into All Out. So check in later. Hey guys, so update, it is 9:30, still Thursday. I am freezing, so that's why I am curled up in my blanket. I have been reading some stories from All Out. I am on page 250, so I am so close to being done. I think I have like 5 or 6 stories left, and there are 17 in that. So I'm making quite a bit of progress. I was on like a 2-star roll for a little bit, but the last few that I've read I've actually given 4 stars, which is really exciting. But I think what I've learned out of this anthology is that I am not one for historical fiction. Tomorrow is a new day, so have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, AYearAthon fam. It is currently about 9 a.m. on Friday, so happy Friday, happy weekend. I do have the day off from work, so I plan on getting a ton of reading done because I've only finished 2 books so far. Want to get through at least 1 or 2 today would be sweet. So first priority is All Out, which is the anthology I'm reading. I have about 100 pages left. I think that's about 6 stories. So going to read a couple of those this morning and spread the rest out throughout the day. But I have decided that I'm going to start Cinder by Marissa Meyer. So I would like to get through this relatively quickly. It has been 6 years since I read it and I don't remember hardly anything about it. So looking forward to getting back into this. Hey guys, so an update. It is about 10 to 2 on Friday and I finished reading All Out. It was alright. So this is a young adult new release anthology edited by Sandra Mitchell. There are 17 stories in here that are just retellings and reimaginings of historical events, or there was like Robin Hood in here. And it was okay. So they all had LGBTQIA themes. Some of them were just bland. Some of them didn't make sense to me. And then others were like really good. So I will post a descriptive review rating each individual story on my blog, which you will find down below. But I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. My overall rating ended up being 3.35 out of 5. So 3 stars. And yeah, there were a couple authors in here I did really enjoy, but I think what I've gathered from reading this book, like I think I said yesterday, is maybe historical fiction just isn't for me. So I didn't care for all of like the old languagey kind of stuff, which is weird because I really like Shakespeare and all of that kind of stuff, but this just wasn't my taste. That is my afternoon. Hopefully going to the gym tonight because I feel like I need it. I can feel myself kind of getting into a rut. Not necessarily a reading rut, but just like a life rut, which I'm manic depressive. That happens to me. That's nothing new. But going to the gym usually helps me kind of combat that. So that's where I'm at for the day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, so currently 20 to 5 on Friday. I've been kind of taking it easy since finishing All Out. I still haven't started Cinder yet. I started to feel kind of funny, so I decided to go for a walk. It is cold. It started to hail on me, so I was gone for about a half hour, but while I was gone, I did download the audiobook to The Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer. This is the 2nd book in the Land of Stories series, and another one that I have read before. So I know that this one wasn't originally on my AYearAthon TBR, but it still fits the theme, and it was available to download from Overdrive, so I did. And I guess I should say I only got about 40 pages through the audiobook for that. So that's not something I think I'm going to actively read today or tomorrow. Probably just like this weekend on my drives to work, or when I just feel like hanging out and playing games on my phone, listening to it, or like as I clean. So that's just where I'm at right now. I think I'm gonna have a snack. I realized I haven't eaten much today, and that's probably not helping my low mood. Yeah, I will check in with you guys later. Okay, so last update for Friday. I think it is about 10 after 11 at night. I had a pretty lazy night since I last checked in. I decided to watch one of the Friday the 13th movies. I don't even remember which one. And then had the Raptors game going on behind that. So I just laid here and watched that. But I did get some reading done since my last update. I listened to a little bit more of The Enchantress Return, so I'm now about 90 pages through that. I remember pretty much everything that's happened so far. It's a lot of just catch up and repetitive from what happened in the first book. And then I did read 50 pages of Cinder. So, not much of a dent. Don't remember too much of this because it has been almost 6 years since I read it. But I'm not engaged yet. I think my expectations for this are going to be too high and I'm not going to come out of it loving it as much as everyone else, which is disappointing, but I only gave it 2.5 stars the first time, so we'll see if it gets better than that. As for that, that is my Friday night. Pretty chill, which is nice to have sometimes. But yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, I think this is my first time vlogging Saturday. Happy Saturday. It is about 8:15 at night. I got home from work about an hour ago. I had such a long, exhausting physically and mentally day at work, and I am so happy for it to be over. My hamster's out and running about. Not sure if you can hear him. Today was just a lot. I reached a breaking point emotionally and sat and cried in my boss's office for like a solid 40 minutes, and I'm not even sure why. But we all have those days and it sucks, but I am clearing my head, taking this time for myself. My company did get canceled, which was kind of a relief because mentally I wasn't there for it. So I just need to step back and take the time to focus on myself again and my health, both physically and mentally with my back. I did want to go to the gym, but it's a lot. So at work, I did relax on my lunch break with an audiobook still for The Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer, the second book in the Land of Stories series. And I'm now actually 190 pages through. I'm getting through this a lot faster than I thought. I listened to it on my way to work and then, like I said, on my lunch break. So that might actually get finished this weekend, which is pretty super cool. I am off tomorrow, Sunday. So for tonight, I think I'm just going to do some reading. I am watching a movie. I'm finishing Friday the 13th on Netflix, so I've got that going on. But other than that, I'm just going to take it easy. Like I said, relaxing, hanging out. I'm gonna read Cinder. It's not grabbing me and it's not appealing to me, but I'm gonna do it. I said I would read it. So if I don't rate Cinder maybe more than 3 stars, I won't continue with the series. Is that bad? That sounds bad. But I don't know, it's not, maybe sci-fi just isn't really my thing, but I really like the Illuminae series, so I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where I'm at for the night, so I will check in later, hopefully with some decent reading progress. I hope you guys are liking these vlogs. I know I seem like spacey about it, like I can vlog a lot one day or wait until 8 o'clock at night on another day, but I really like it. I like being this open and honest and real. It is what it is. Good morning and happy Sunday. So it is about 11 a.m. on Sunday morning. I only recently managed to roll myself on out of bed, but it is like daylight savings time, so the clocks went forward an hour, so I'm not that bad at sleeping in. But yeah, I just couldn't do it. I was so comfy and cozy and I felt all right, so I wanted to like sit and cherish that moment after the week that I've had. So I did listen to another chapter of The Land of Stories before I fell asleep last night. So I'm about 230 pages in. I'm getting through this faster than I thought I would. But before I went upstairs to bed, I did read another 60 pages of Cinder. So that's where I'm at with that, if I can do it. Yeah, I'm on page 105, chapter 12. So again, still meh, which is really unfortunate because it comes super, super hyped. But like I said, I think my expectations for it are just too high. So my plans for the day, the last day of AYearAthon for March. I'm going to eat something because I'm getting hungry. And then I think I'm going to read Cinder. So I have some things that I need to get done today. I already have some laundry going, which is awesome, but I work straight through next week, like Monday through Friday, potentially. Maybe only Monday through Thursday. I might be doing a weekend trip. I haven't decided 100% sure yet. So I want to spend the day meal prepping, which I can listen to my audiobook while I do that. So 2 birds with 1 stone. But for now, I think I want to get further into Cinder and then start cooking and continuing my laundry. So yeah, busy adulting day ahead, but I'm going to make the most of it. And I'd love, love, love to get both of these books done today, considering I'm like halfway through The Enchantress Returns and like a third of the way through Cinder. But I don't know, that might be overly optimistic for the next 13 hours, but we will see. I will keep you updated. Okay, it's a little bit later, 5:30 Sunday night. I don't remember where I was at in Cinder for my last update, but I think I did get some reading done since the last time. I am 200 pages in, so I'm on book 3, chapter 21. I don't know, it's definitely very generic, but at the same time, it is like 6 years old, so I don't remember a lot of it, so I am reading most of it for the first time, but I think it's just overhyped, and I don't think sci-fi is necessarily my genre. So, as I was putting away my laundry and just lazing, I was reading more of The Enchantress Returns. I am 400 pages in. I've only got about 120 pages left to go. So I will definitely be finishing that tonight, I have no doubt. Plans for the rest of the night, finishing The Land of Stories. I'd like to finish Cinder today. I have, I think, like 200 more pages, but I don't know. I feel like I want to take this readathon right into midnight, end it out on a bang, and yeah. But I do also want to go to the gym because it's been a while, and I'm feeling all right today, physically, mentally. I don't know. This last week was pretty rough for me, which is unfortunate that it was the week I was vlogging for AYearAthon, but it happens. Life's a roller coaster, and yeah, so that's where I'm at for the night. Gonna relax for a little bit so that I don't put myself in a slump. But yeah, I'll check in later. Okay, so it is 20 minutes to midnight on Sunday night, so it is time for my last update of this week's AYearAthon. I just finished listening to the audiobook for The Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer, second book in the Land of Stories series, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, which is what I gave it the first time. I remembered most of it. I remembered most of the plot, but it's very repetitive, so that's why I couldn't give it 5 stars. I did think it was unique, and I thought it was fun, and I thought it was different, and it's such a quick read, especially it being middle grade, and I almost gave it 5 stars just because I loved the audiobook so much. So 4.5, maybe I'll end up changing my rating because I did have so much fun with it. I do want to continue on with the series. I've never read past the second book, so anything here on it will be new for me. And I think I want to continue with the audiobooks. So I did put a request in. I am the second person on hold to get that from Overdrive. And I'm looking forward to getting that when it comes in for sure. Didn't read any more of Cinder. Wanted to finish that instead. So I will continue Cinder into tomorrow. My hair. I do work tomorrow night, so I want to get up early enough, probably hit the gym, but yeah. So I think I finished 4 books this AYearAthon, but I'm not in my room, so in the next clip, which will be tomorrow, I'll do an official wrap up. So I'm off to bed. Have a good night. Okay, so I am back. It is Monday. AYearAthon is officially over, and I am going to share with you my wrap up for the week. So I had quite the successful reading week. I finished 4 books and got halfway through a 5th, which is crazy to think that I did in 7 days, considering the kind of shitty week that I had. Just being honest. So, first book that I finished was Shadow Me by Tahira Mafi, not officially on my TBR, but one that I carried over from Sunday. Reread, 4 out of 5 stars, same as I gave it last time. The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer, the first book in the Land of Stories series. Another reread for me. This was my 3rd time reading through it, and just like the other 2 times, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. This was on my TBR since it is a fairy tale retelling series that is just awesome and cute. Throughout the week, I was reading All Out. These are 17 stories edited by Sandra Mitchell. They are all retelling or historical fiction stories that have LGBTQIA elements to them. This one was all right for me. Some stories I liked more than others. As I mentioned, don't think historical fiction is my genre. 3 out of 5 stars. The book that I finished last night, The Enchantress Returns by Chris Colfer, another one that was not on my TBR, but I enjoyed The Land of Stories so much, I listened to the audiobook of this, and it only took me about 2 or 3 days to get through, so it was fun considering it's over 500 pages, but another reread, 4 out of 5 stars, great, love it. And then I got halfway through Cinder by Marissa Meyer, another one that was on my TBR, more than halfway through, I guess, since I only have about 150 pages left to go. So I worked this afternoon, headed to the gym right now. I'd like to finish this when I get home before I go to work, but I think this will be finished tonight regardless. So yeah, that was my reading week. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it as a vlog and the ups and downs of my life that ended up being this last week. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, make sure you let me know and give this video a thumbs up. I would love to continue doing vlogs for our monthly AYearAthon themes. And yeah, let me know what you guys read this week and what you are currently reading, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.